After our recent look into appliances, thousands of you shared a similar concern. Want to fix your washing machine? Good luck finding a repairman. You called 3 plumbers. None returned your call. Your trusted local repair shop? It just closed down. This isn't your imagination. The American repairman is dying, but why? Back in 1980, if your fridge failed, you simply called a local guy. He'd arrive with tools, replace a small part, have some coffee, then charge you $50. That kind of service is now gone. Instead, you face a 6-week wait and a $200 service fee, and many technicians can't repair items lacking a computer port. This investigation will expose how education drained the trades, how private equity acquired local service firms, and why your HVAC repairman will soon be your town's most expensive person. The initial reason for lacking mechanics boils down to simple numbers. For every 5 experienced tradespeople retiring in the U.S., just 1 new apprentice joins. Master plumbers and electricians now our society stands on the brink of a major demographic cliff. Over the next decade, 40% of skilled workers will retire with no one ready to replace them. The question is, why? For decades, we taught our children that this represents a significant cultural failing. By the 1990s, high school counselors no longer encouraged. They stopped steering students towards vocational training. Instead, a singular narrative was heavily promoted. Pursue a university degree, or you would be destined to flip burgers. High schools then actively dismissed. Manual vocations were demonized. An entire populace was informed that being confined to a cubicle under harsh fluorescent lights offered the sole route to dignity. The outcome? Millions of young adults with degrees in marketing and communication are buried under $100,000 in student are earning 6-figure incomes with no debt, but struggle to find anyone to hire. Our youth were told that working with their hands was inferior, and now society is paying the consequences. However, the lack of skilled workers is just part. If you've contacted a local plumber or HVAC service lately, you may have observed a shift. Dialing a local number, you might find yourself connected to a corporate center. The technician arriving wasn't driving an old. Instead, he arrived in a freshly wrapped truck, dressed in a sharp uniform. Yet, after seeing your furnace, he immediately refrained from trying to mend it. This marks Wall Street's increasing control over skilled trades. Major financial firms now see the service sector as incredibly lucrative. They're acquiring countless local, family-run plumbers. To maintain familiarity, they use the prior business name, so customers still call Bob's Heating and Air. However, Bob divested his company years back. Instead, a large corporation runs it, and the individual visiting. This individual is a salesperson, compensated by commission on what they sell. Fixing your $10 capacitor might earn them $20, but selling an entire system brings significantly larger profits. The service visit has transformed into a sales opportunity. This explains why getting someone for a basic repair is now impossible. The business strategy moved from upkeep to full replacement. Even if you locate an honest technician, large companies actively attack independent repair shops through strategic pricing. This is known as the repair equation. A new $500 washing machine versus a $300 repair means buyers will always get a new one. Recognizing this, manufacturers purposely inflate component costs, undermining the pricing equation. A circuit board with a $10 production cost is passed to the technician at $300. Once the repair person includes, they must tell the customer directly that it's simply not worth repairing. The technician loses the work, so the consumer ends up buying another flimsy machine. The producer profits. This pricing model, these small businesses can't match the planned obsolescence of major retailers. Moreover, the skill of diagnosis is vanishing. The term parts canon is used among professionals. Since today's devices are intricate and instruction is lacking, many newer they avoid using a multimeter for finding breaks within wiring. Instead, they simply replace components hoping for a fix. The board gets replaced. Should that not succeed, costly parts are continually replaced until the device works or the client simply runs out of available funds. The skilled older mechanic, capable of hearing a failing engine and identifying a loose valve, represents a upon his retirement, that specialized wisdom vanishes. The ultimate problem is the technology gate, closing off access. Our earlier investigations showed manufacturers have locked. Independent repairers cannot simply buy and fit a replacement part. They are obligated to purchase an expensive yearly subscription for the manufacturer's proprietary diagnostic tools. A laptop is required to register a new pump with a washing machine, and this intricacy serves as a technological barrier. This drives seasoned mechanics, proficient with tools but lacking coding expertise, towards premature retirement. It also deters new entrants, as startup costs. So, here is the conclusion. Our society has constructed something it cannot sustain. We've created homes, vehicles, and systems needing continuous upkeep. Yet, when the final generation of skilled tradespeople retires in 5 years, our society will confront a profound competence crisis. Home water heaters will fail, with no one around. Labor costs are projected to dramatically increase. If you're acquainted with a skilled mechanic, a diligent plumber, or an expert appliance repairer, value them incredibly highly. Pay whatever they demand. And to any young person planning their future, dismiss what your guidance counselor says. Learn to weld, or learn to use a wrench. In a world where devices frequently fail, those able to fix things will reign supreme.